These are the Lego sets you're looking for. Yes, these are the Lego sets we're looking for. More to come after the intro. Welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name is Brandon, and I have not made it onto the Jedi Council yet, but hopefully my Star Wars collection will please you and put me up for consideration. Okay, enough with the movie quips. Today's video is a tour and a discussion about Lego Star Wars. I figured with it being May the 4th be with you this week, and with that we'll make the whole thing this week about Star Wars. Yesterday we had the Lego Store Haul. The day before that we did the non-UCS Razor Crest. Today we're taking a little bit of a break, so behind the scenes I could get my little fingers together and get some sets built for tomorrow and the next day's videos, which are a two-part series of the new Lego Star Wars releases. You're not going to want to miss that. You're going to get my opinion and what I think about those sets. I'm a pretty easygoing guy, but I can get sharp as a knife with some of the details. So today we're just going to relax and we're going to talk, and then we're going to get my stick right here. Remember my video? I got a stick. Yes, we're going to use this stick and we're going to go around and we're going to talk about the sets and what they mean to me and all of that good stuff. So to start out, like I said before on the channel, I started picking up Lego Star Wars sets 2 years ago, and that's honestly Lego anything. Star Wars just happened to be the first one. I had a company to where I bought returned goods from Target. I got a Sith TIE Fighter, Kylo Ren Shuttle, and they were incomplete because they stole the minifigures out of them. There's a whole video series on my YouTube channel about it. Not very good quality videos. I was still getting my equipment in order at that time, but I spent like $300 refurbishing those sets. It's pretty crazy. I will try to drop a link up here on those videos if you guys want to check them out. I'm still trying to figure out how to get that to work on my YouTube upload thing as well. But with those sets, I learned how to use Lego and how to order the missing parts, and how Lego was there for their customers even if they didn't buy the sets. They don't ask questions, and I found that pretty cool. And next thing I know, I'm buying the child at that time, or as we all call them, Baby Yoda, and I bought him from Costco. And to put that $70, I believe, 60 or 70 down at that time when I was getting sets for free was quite hard to do, but I really enjoyed it. And then next thing I know, Luke's X-Wing, and it just goes on and on and on. I have not sold any of my Star Wars sets. I keep everything, and I keep everything because I enjoy it. It's part of me. It's what I'm about. It's why I do what I do. In front of me, we are just posing with something that I just got done working on, and these helmets are here just to be a backdrop, but more importantly as a statement to why I do Lego, and more importantly, what does Lego Star Wars means to me. And where I want to start with this is, I started off with Kylo Ren Shuttle. I don't like the sequel trilogy. I don't. I hate it. I'll watch it. It's good action. It's good adventure. It's just, I don't like what Disney did it. I feel like they were just trying to get a paycheck and, recoup some of the money that they made by purchasing Lucasfilm. Maybe they should have did an Indiana Jones movie first and given some more time to the Star Wars. Maybe. That's my crude opinion. But anyway, I got that shuttle. And I loved building it. I loved getting the parts. I loved, getting it close enough and putting it on a shelf. And then it just went from there. And that's the whole meaning of Lego in general for me. I start off with one thing in, one modular building, one Star Wars ship, over here, one helmet, and it just blossoms into this. For instance, with these helmets, I got him for Christmas. I got him for late Christmas. He was a week behind in shipping. And these two helmets led to this helmet, that helmet, and next thing you know, all of these helmets. And unfortunately, this one I have not had time to build. I just picked it up yesterday. So that's one of the biggest things behind Lego that I just love. It just starts with one thing and just blossoms out. And that's what Lego means to me in general. And that's what Lego Star Wars means to me. And the second and final note, there's so much we could talk about, but I just don't have enough time in a video, especially when I want to give you guys a tour and kind of do the same thing while showing you stuff. The second thing is the Star Wars movies is a fantasy adventure. And we love them, and we attached ourselves to these movies. And by being able to create these models, it takes us into the movie. It makes us a part of that movie. And I don't know about you guys, watching these videos, but for me, I grew up in a household of mechanics and carpenters where we built things and we did things by our hands. So when I see the Red 5 and I go back and I think about when Luke first put on the helmet and took out the Death Star, and then on the next movie, he's going to Dagobah and he's seeing Yoda, and then, it just, all those scenes of all those movies comes to mind when I see the Red 5 helmet. And then to put an extra cherry onto that cake, I built it. So now, not only do I get to look at it and take my memory into those beautiful scenes of the movie with this model, I also have the personal attachment of building this helmet. Just like with this TIE Fighter helmet, this is a new addition to the collection. We actually bought this used. It was not cheap. If you guys know, you know. There's a rumor going around saying that these dials are $30 a piece. I don't know. I'm happy to have it. But this one, I washed it in the sink, made sure all the dust was off of the pieces, and then I built it one piece at a time from a big old pile, and now I have it. And it's amazing. So now when I watch the movies, I have the memory of the TIE Fighter pilot right here in my collection, and then I have the personal attachment of what it took to get to this point. So that's the other thing about, what the Lego means to me. And overall, that second point covers everything Lego. But with Star Wars, it's just that little extra, because we watch these movies and we all love them. We all love certain scenes. We love some scenes more than others. And it's amazing that Lego does a really good job at bringing these scenes, these characters, these ships and vessels and starfighters and so forth and so on. The characters and brickheads even. Just bringing these models in their way to us. And to me, that's incredible. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's grab my stick, let's get you guys on the stick, and we'll start over here with these helmets, and we'll talk about these wonderful helmets. This is the full collection of helmets, if I didn't already state that. Just got this one today with the 5x points. Woo! So let's get you guys on the stick, and let's take you around the studio, and we'll talk some stories, and we will... we're not going to go over value on everything. We're just going to go over, what the set means to me and kind of what my thought process was to get that set here in the studio. So let's go, guys. So kicking off, we do have the Boba Fett helmet. the Stormtrooper helmet, the TIE Fighter pilot helmet, and the Scout Trooper helmet. All 4 of these are part of the 2020 collection, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I think it's the first 3 that's the 2020. Either way, it does not really matter. Now, I did get the Stormtrooper new. I did have to buy it second market just a few weeks ago. That was an amazing build. Super happy to have it. That one showed up mostly because my investor thought I would like it because I have helmets. So she literally bought that and the TIE Fighter pilot next to it. TIE Fighter was used and it was quite pricey. I could tell you Stormtrooper was about $150, TIE Fighter was $230, which is significantly more than their original. But I'm super happy to have them. Like I said, the TIE Fighter, I did have to restore it myself. And the Stormtrooper, it came new in box, but damaged box. Now, the Boba Fett helmet, I did get him a few months after he retired, just this year, brand new in box from Amazon. So I did not pay anything extra, and I think I even got a few bucks off. He is featured in one of my videos in February about helmets. So I got all of these guys for their significant parts of the movie. You know, the TIE Fighter being the bad guy going after the Rebel, Stormtrooper, kind of the same thing, and Boba Fett, I mean, come on, he's Boba Fett, guys. We all know about him. Then coming over to what I think is the 2021s is these 3, or 2, I don't really remember. The Scout Trooper, now that one was a huge letdown. At first, I didn't think I wanted it because it does have a lower piece count. I could have bought it new for around $50 plus 10% off, but I did not, and I ended up paying $80 second market for it. That was a bummer. Of course, Darth Vader, he's still in circulation. I paid the normal for him, as well as Mando. I got Mando for the pure reason to go next to the child, aka Grogu. We'll get to him in a second. And Darth Vader, he showed up, well, because he's frickin' Darth Vader. There's no other reason to have him other than it's him. He's kind of a big deal, guys. Then coming on over, we do have the 2022, which is the Red 5 and the Dark Trooper helmet. The Red 5 was the first one I ever got. He was the Christmas present as well as the Darth Vader. Honestly, this one, I would have bought it immediately if I would have known that I had a connection with helmets. I mean, that helmet takes me back to all the classic movies. I love it. It's incredible. But at the time, I did not know I would be into the helmets. And that's why we love Star Wars. Here we do have the Dark Trooper. That's still new in box. Just bought that yesterday, as you saw on my video. Got to build him. I was never going to buy this one because I don't care for the Dark Trooper. But when you have 10 out of 11 and number 11's 5 times points, just shut up and get it. And that's exactly what I did. Coming in for the 2023s, we do have Commander Cody, Captain Rex, and Princess Leia. I did think that this was a very interesting lineup, as Leia is Return of the Jedi in this bush helmet, and that is the Clone Wars on the Commander Cody and Captain Rex. I originally just bought Commander Cody and Captain Rex because of the Clone Wars. I love these characters. It is sad Commander Cody did fall for Order 66 and Captain Rex did not. I would have wished a happier outcome for Commander Cody, like Captain Rex and how he worked with the Rebels. So anyway, these are super sick, super happy to have them. And Princess Leia's bush, that one just showed up a few weeks ago, about a month ago, because I said, you know what, I'm probably going to end up with all of them. At the way my investor's going, she's probably going to end up buying the Stormtrooper and the TIE Fighter before I know it, and they're going to show up one day, and I'm going to wish I would have bought it. Well, they showed up. So that is my 11 helmet collection. I super love all of these, and I really hope that they keep making helmets, even though theories are out there that the helmets are coming to an end. Next up, we do have the promo for the day, which is that coin. This coin thing is really cool. Let me see if I can get to it and open it up. It's like this blue cover that comes off, and then you see the coin, and then on the other side of the coin it does just say Star Wars, so that is pretty cool. See if I can get it all back in here. Look at that. I'm taking apart everything for the sake of the video. There we go. Ah. Ta-da! Back to normal. Now we did pick up the new Scout Trooper keychain, and we did pick up the new Darth Vader keychain. I do have the existing from one of my earlier videos in February. You can see the print is on the arms and the legs now. I don't know if I'll be putting him in my pocket anytime soon. Old Faithful is doing well. Coming up here, we do have the 2020 Yoda. I honestly bought him because, well, he was only a few dollars more, and that was right before he hit second market after retirement. They only marked him up a little bit, so I was like, he is coming home. And over here, we do have the 2003 Yoda minifig with the original color lightsaber, chrome hilt. Look at the detail difference of those two guys. Incredible. Now, I usually keep all my helmets in this cabinet. That's why it's empty. But down here, we do have R2-D2. That was a gift from my mom when she started investing in this company. And I love him. He's incredible. He is a little janky to work with. We all have a coworker that's a little janky to work with, don't we? There we have one of the first sets I ever got, which was the Child. I'm a huge Mandalorian fan. I love how he's holding the gear ball. I think that's incredible. And I was happy to bring him home from Costco for a little bit off. Coming down to some sets that I recently acquired. One being this Sith, or not Sith, but just a TIE Fighter. I do like this TIE Fighter. I think it's got good minifigs and everything going on with it. Then we do have the TIE Bomber. I do think that one is incredible as well. That I just got in January. I honestly, and I got the other one, but I think in January as well. I honestly get the TIE everything because I love the silver and black combo. Very iconic to the original movies. And speaking of iconic to the series, we do have the Imperial Shuttle. Coming over here, we do have the Cantina with a dewback. Inside, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on inside. I got all the minifigs set up, like the Han and Greedo scene. Find that pretty cool. Coming down here, we do have a Sith TIE Fighter, as well as the Play X-Wing, just chilling out down here. Then we do have the retired probe droid, as well as the AT-ST and the AT-AT. So I did want to go back over to this point. My camera was overheating, and I tried to zip through it, but I don't want to zip through this video. So going back, I bought these two because of iconic movie scenes. You know, the AT-ST makes me think of, I know it's for Hoth, but I also think of Return of the Jedi, not just The Empire Strikes Back for that one. Of course, the AT-AT is The Empire Strikes Back. Those two really take me there. And then if you do get a chance to look over, you do see Luke hanging in there, just like in the movie. So that is incredible. Both of these sets are still current, but I do believe that they are up for retirement in 2023. So is the X-Wing. The X-Wing, I bought that. That was one of my first, that was my first Lego Star Wars store set. I was at the mall and I saw it. I'm like, you know, I don't have a lot of money, but I'll buy a set from here today anyway. And that was it. Super happy. And then this Sith TIE Fighter was my second free Star Wars set that I had to rebuild on the pallet. There's a whole video series about me bringing this one back from the dead in February when I first started. That I did get post-retirement at my local bookstore, and I got it for 10% off. So that wraps it up for down here on the ground. I'm going to get back up. And of course, the Mos Eisley Cantina, I had to pick that up because that is one of my favorite scenes of the movie, of A New Hope. Speaking of A New Hope, I did get the trench run. Now, I do love the saying, the Force is strong with this one. I do have some issues with my father, and it's funny when I'm like him, but better than him. And that's what makes me, and that's what I think of when I see this scene of when you have Dad right behind him, and yet son is getting the job done to take out that Death Star. Then we do have Do or Do Not, There Is No Try. This diorama I got for the quote again, because I love that quote. Another good quote from this would have been, "Judge me by my size, do you?" But they went with the more superior, better one. And then because I bought 2 dioramas, I had to buy 3. And that's the one thing's for sure, we're all going to be a lot thinner. And that's this diorama, the trash compactor. Now the cool thing about this set is it does compact to where everything moves without it getting in the way, with the exception of the minifigs. For some reason I can't get that, there we go, to go back. There we go. So up next, we do have the ATTE Walker with Commander Cody, the clones, and then the Clankers. This is an incredible set. Even though it is a play set, it's super incredible. I love it, and it's really cool. And I got that because it matches with the Republic fighter tank and the Jedi Starfighter with Obi-Wan Kenobi and his droid. We do have Mace Windu, some more clones, and we do have some more Clankers with these. Overall, I got these because the Clone Wars, I was watching them and loving them. Recently cleaned up after the studio meltdown. Again, another video on the channel. If you haven't seen it, go back and find it. That's how we wound up with the current layout of the studio. Autistic meltdown, things were broken, but now I got all these guys fixed and on a plate. We do have 2 501st Battle Packs, 1 Mandalorian Battle Pack, now retired. That set was free from my auction days. And then we do have 2 of the Snowtrooper Battle Packs. Then I do think we have the Battle of Hoth Battle Pack in there too, or Bubble Pack, however you say it. We do have the retired Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon Starfighter. We do have the AT versus Tauntaun Microfighters. Not Starfighters, Microfighters, everybody. I'm sorry. It's hot in here today. We do have the Boba Fett Microfighter, along with the Mandalorian Microfighter. We do have this really cool scene from the Season 7 of the Clone Wars with Ahsoka and Darth Maul when they start going at it. It's pretty cool. These are the current minifigs that we have. We have Ahsoka, Tusken Raider, Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, Mandalorian, and the child, Grogu. Super love these guys. This collection will be gaining by 4 with the new set. So that's my little Star Wars stuff. Super enjoy all of that. Now this is the Kylo Ren shuttle that I have talked so much about, that I spent a lot of money. I spent about $300 between that and the TIE Fighter, getting them restored with all of these minifigs. Super happy I did it now because it's on the same level as everything else in my collection. Then we have Sunday's video, the Razor Crest. Those are the minifigs that comes with it. I bought this one because I thought I never would ever buy it, but once they blew it up, I kind of missed it on the show. So now it is in my collection to be a memory. And it also matches the new ship, which is the N1 Starfighter. So that's cool to have all of those. And I got all these small ones just because they're all tokens of my favorite parts and stuff of the movies. And then there's this. This is the first build I ever did on the YouTube channel over 3 months ago. This is the UCS Landspeeder, and I can tell you I still feel very happy about this one to this day. I can't wait to see how the UCS X-Wing goes. 2 sets we also are building coming up on tomorrow's video is the throne room, and then after that we do have the indoor speeder chase, and then we do have the brickheads part of that. Then coming back down to the Mandalorian stuff, we do have the Fang Fighter, the Snub Fighter, and the Fang Fighter versus the TIE Interceptor, and then we have the Snub Fighter as well being built for the channel. Coming up on between tomorrow's video. Then we do have the ITS Transport. This was a Disneyland themed set. Now this set I did not want, but I had 2. I tried to sell them on eBay, but I couldn't, so I got stuck with this one. The minifigs are kind of valuable, so I'm kind of glad I got stuck with it. And then this is a Sith TIE Fighter, like the one I showed with Finn. And I customized it to make a little story about how Ahsoka told Luke that she needed a ship, or a Starfighter ship. He hooked her up with a Jawa, and they created this monstrosity. So overall, pretty cool. Coming to an end here, we do have a couple sets down here in the bottom, which is the Darth Vader transformation scene and a new in-box Razor Crest Microfighter. Keeping those fresh and new. Then I did want to show you what the cabinet looks like with it all loaded. And then that brings you back to me. So I got lots of shelf space, lots of new Star Wars sets coming in. So make sure you subscribe to watch all of those videos. New UCS X-Wing, we got all the new smaller sets. They're all going to be coming out throughout the week. So a lot of incredible stuff going on there. So if you like videos like this, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm thankful for everything you guys are doing for the channel. Super thanks for everything. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and you all have a great one, and check out tomorrow's video and the day after. They're a back-to-back 2-part series of us going over all of the new Star Wars sets. You all have a good one.